DJDUBL.
It's DJDUBL here, and today my very special guest in the building, Trillary Banks.
Hey.
What's good?
I'm good.
Welcome to the show.
Man. Yeah, and I'm back in shitey England.
Yes. Back in shy England. Where have you been?
But I've been in Jamaica. I've been all over the shop as well. So
yes.
I've been doing a little tour bus thing.
Was this a little vacay or work, or was it a mixture?
It was vacay. I was making little links, but it was vacay. I've been doing a lot, so it was just like a chill out, get grounded.
So, Trillary Banks, is it right to say that around about, if we were doing this, say, 5 years ago, I might be introducing you as Pinky Go-Getter?
Correct.
So, you rolled your eyes there. Not a fan of the name, or you're not a fan of the older stage?
No, I don't mind. It's just like, oh my God, but it's all part of the growth. A lot of people don't know I've been here for a minute, and I think that's also what sets me apart from a lot of other artists. I'm not new. I've been around, and I'd like to feel that I've perfected my craft immensely as well over years of just doing music.
You're from Leicester?
Born and bred.
Is Leicester considered the Midlands, or is it up north?
Midlands.
It is the Midlands.
Yeah, it's East Midlands.
East Midlands. Okay.
Up north, we're literally in the middle, hence the name. So people are just ignorant that as soon as you get on the M1 and you go north, you're just north. So that means Luton's north. Yeah. That means Birmingham's north. That means, everywhere's north, heading that direction. North to me doesn't start until after Sheffield, which is some way down.
See, I'm from Brighton, so even London's up north to me.
Okay, yeah.
I live closer to Paris than I do to Leicester.
Yeah, I can imagine you probably do actually. But yeah, no, we're in the middle, up north. Even Sheffield is East Midlands, and then you've got West Midlands, which is your Birmingham, Wolverhampton, Walsall, Coventry. So we're very close. Midlands. I mean, I can drive to Birmingham in the time it probably takes me to drive from here to South London, to be honest. You know what I mean? So we are very close.
There's a lot of noise coming out in the Midlands right now. Like the last couple of years, it's been definitely on the rise.
It's been good. A lot of talent coming from Birmingham. 1 and 2 grime artists coming strongly from Nottingham as well, and then obviously I'm kind of flying the flag, I feel, from like Leicester and stuff like that in terms of like the vibe, the UK dancehall rap.
There's only one rapper I know from Leicester, and it's KY.
KY.
Oh, is it K? Is KY that artist? I've always
KY.
just said, I've never spoken to him face to face.
No, his name's Kyle.
Right,
his name's Kyle, but yeah, KY. KY's from Leicester, and then I thought he was gonna say Kamikaze. Kamikaze is like more like a grime MC, but he's quite popular. He's got a lot of support from obviously certain networks in London and stuff like that. So he's someone who certain people would know, especially in the grime industry. But yeah, KY's been doing this thing for a while as well. One of the same like me. I mean, we've been grinding for a long time. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I know KY is cool. Yeah, it's from Leicester.
The Midlands is making noise.
Yeah.
A lot of people coming onto you now are going to know you as a dancehall artist. Yeah. But obviously we spoke about the earlier days. Yep. And I know about the back catalogue. So I would say you are a rapper.
Exactly. I'd like to say I'm an artist, because I might start even doing things without no music and getting deep. Like, there's so much elements of me, to be honest. I think as soon as I've established myself to the absolute fullest, I'm just going to start going left when everyone's going right, and, backwards when everyone's going forwards. Like, I'm just going to start doing a lot of things. But I think for me, a prime example of like your fan base and stuff is the young people. And sometimes they have to be paying attention to you in order for them to get certain things. So for me, I still have a lot of groundwork to do before I start doing things you might not expect Trillary to do. But yeah, I'm definitely not a dancehall artist.
What made you shift into this particular style? Because it's quite clearly a very heavy dancehall influence style that you have for the last 3 songs, I think. The last 3 tunes. I mean, Come Over Me Yard is a dancehall record.
Yeah, of course.
So what was with the shift over to that kind of sound?
I literally just went to a studio, and some people wanted to work with me, or I met them, and we ended up vibing in the studio, and they was playing all kind of different beats, probably stemming from like De Niro and the Spaz Out, so more trappy kind of stuff. And I was kind of like, yeah, it's all right, yeah, it's all right, and yeah, that's all right. I'm very picky when it comes to beats. And then I think someone who I was in the session with, Mills, he happened to be in the studio at the same time, and he was like playing some of his stuff, and I was like, yo, that's hard. So I think they hadn't done groundwork enough to know that I'm not a trap rapper, if that makes sense.
Right.
So when I heard that, I was like, that's hard. I'll even jump on that myself. They was like, raw. So they got me on that song. That's how I came to meet FT through these people, and I just started getting beats like, raw, if she done that on that rhythm, let me send her something like that. They sent me Come Over, FT sent me Come Over Me Yard, and I just patterned it on the spot, and that was how that got made, basically.
Yeah.
So I think, as I said, like, people was looking at Trillary, seeing it was trappy, kind of rappy, playing me that kind of stuff, not really knowing the versatility of me as an artist. Then when I had something like, raw, let me put something on that, let me vibe with this beat, then the same producer was like, raw, I've got bare stuff along these lines I could send her. But obviously, because he wasn't giving the information, he just was sending me what they seen my previous videos, the shy rap freestyle and stuff like that. So he sent me Come Over Me Yard, he sent me Pepper and Spice as well. Like, he sent me a batch of rhythms that we've come to use, and like, as soon as I heard Come Over Me Yard, I was like, yeah, this is cold. Quickly.
It's a popcorn sample as well, right?
Yeah, it is.
Tough. So FT is the producer.
Machine Man Tim.
Oh, Machine Man Tim's FT.
Yeah,
right, okay, so I've spoken with him, right? Big ups to Machine Man Tim.
Yeah, it's hard, man. He's my personal producer more time, and he kind of understands me as an artist and stuff like that. So he's a good guy. He pushes me. He has belief in me, and it's really important to have people around you who kind of believe in the
most
dream
definitely
you're trying to achieve. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, definitely. I've got a lot of love for him, and yeah, we've got a lot of stuff coming.
Shouts to Machine Man Tim.
Yes.
Can you sing?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I don't know why. I kind of expected you to be like, yeah, but I don't.
No, I'm not going to be one of them girls who's like, yeah, I can sing as well. No.
So having the versatility there, having that versatility doesn't interest you at all?
I wasn't given the gift. I'll try a thing. Tim's like, listen, you're going to be singing you're going to be gliding in key by the end of the year. And I'm like, as long as if the mic can make it sound pretty, I'm all up for that. It's not been that so far, but I'll try a thing, obviously, but nah.
Yeah. Not in public just yet.
I just think you can't always have it all, and I'm just kind of happy for what I've got. The talent wise, I'd love to be able to sing. Obviously, I can sing a bit, but I'm not the best singer. So if someone says, "Can you sing?" I wouldn't say yes. I'd say no. Because
of your rise and because of the style that you have, there's been a few comparisons, and of course now is the time for so many females breaking through. You've got like Steph's there, Miss Banks, DJDUBL, Leisha's been doing her thing. You got Little Sims as well. I'm just talking about the UK ones, just like that I'm thinking of, and then obviously yourself. Do you see the other females in the game? What's your attitude towards that? Is it like, cool, we need to work together, push each other, or is it like, screw everybody, I'm coming for the throne?
All the names you've mentioned, I all like them personally. I think they're good artists in their own individual ways and stuff like that. Some of them are better lyrically, some of them are better maybe vocally, some of them have got better a sense of style. They've all got their different angles in which I think they do very well. Do you know what I mean? So I do have tunnel vision. It's more about establishing my place in the game. Don't get me wrong, if the right collaboration came, I'm on it, and I always give props. I give credit where it's due. At the end of the day, I'm not a hater. As I said, all the names that you've mentioned, they're all doing their thing. They're dope individually. So I don't mind. I will, if I hear a good song, I'll tell a friend like, yo, check out her thing. It's hard. So I know I'm doing my bit, and if we come to work together, cool. But at the same time, I'm coming for the throne, the title, whatever you want to call it. Everyone's like, oh, it can't just be one. Like, it's not just one person. It shouldn't just feel like one person at a time. Well, that's how it's been.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going by. When it changes and all these people in the industry want to make it cool for there to be all these women at the same time doing bits, then cool, you will see so much more support from the radio. You'll see so much more support from certain media channels. You'll see that and we'll see that, but that's not how it works. The industry has a lot to do with who gets seen on a bigger scale. There's a lot of good female artists out there, do you know what I mean? But are you pushing them? Are the radio stations pushing them? Are the people behind the media channels pushing them? So it's not just one person getting all these views. Are you shining light on all the females?
I feel like it's starting to become that way a little bit now.
Hopefully.
Just for example, I wouldn't ever compare Steph to DJDUBL.
complete different artists.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you see where they're both getting their successes. I see them almost in completely different lanes.
Yeah.
So that's where I think it is opening up a little bit. And the same way, especially with the style that you have now, you wouldn't necessarily be comparable to IMDb.
Oh no, definitely
So there's a
not.
possibility where people would be like, oh, well, who's the best female? And it's almost impossible to answer, because it's like, well, look, we've got Trillary doing this stuff, we've got DDB over here, Alicia's killing the freestyle. Do you know what I mean? So it's like,
yeah, it's not about who's the best at all. Like, it's not about who's the best, because obviously people who like me might not like Lady Alicia's stuff. People who like Lady Alicia's stuff more time ain't gonna listen to me.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, it just depends. Certain people like different things. What I was getting at is that for me, there's never been more than one.
right.
That's just how it's set up. Do you know what I mean? With the man them, there's loads. Like, you got Wretch from Tottenham, you got certain people from South, you got man from East that are doing their thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, literally, it's never been a problem for the guys, but for the females, because the industry's so cutthroat and not for us, I don't think it's always been a one-by-one situation. And that's kind of maybe how we're seen to be like put up against each other. But as I said, I don't mind, because no one ain't taking shining no light off me, and vice versa. Do you know
Coming
what I mean?
for yours.
So, yeah, of course, it's only right.
Nicki Minaj or Cardi B?
Oh God. Lyrically, Nicki Minaj. But then I do rate Cardi as well. This is another thing. Nicki's had a time. Nicki's been the queen, and it's kind of like, I'm the queen, and it's queen, queen, queen. And then you've got someone else who might be a lot more of a likable person, and might be a lot more of a relatable person to the young ghetto girls, the young girls from welfare, council background, do you know what I'm saying, who are just kind of coming from nothing, the strippers, the, do you know what I mean, the go-getter girls. So for me, if you're talking about music, like lyrically and stuff, obviously Nicki Minaj is a better artist. But then with the whole likable factor and just being just trill, like just herself, and it's not this facade and stuff like that, then I'd say Cardi B.
It's definitely not a level playing field in the UK, like we just discussed. As a female artist, what's the hardest thing that you've found so far, like breaking through and getting to where you've got now?
I'd say the most challenging thing is just for people to take you seriously. That in itself is a challenge. Do you know what I mean? If I was a man and I put on a mask, spoke about some dippings that me and my brethren's done back in the day or even recently, there's a chance on Kenny All-Star that I can get 1 million views, which is then gonna mean I get my free videos, I get my free uploads, I'm getting shows, I might even get a couple grand a show. This is coming from exactly what I just said.
Yeah.
You take, like, people are actually taking these people seriously. So for me as a female, and I believe I'm a very good lyricist, you ain't been taking me seriously, and loads of others. There's been people that can spit that, like, you can't, even the man them can't chat to enough of us, and we're not taken seriously. Just being a female, you're not taken seriously in a lot of things, in sport, in certain job titles, in certain, obviously music is a prime example. As a rapper, it's kind of like, oh yeah, she can rap for a girl, like, oh yeah, it's just do you know what I mean? We're not taken seriously. So just being taken seriously, like, imagine going to do something and no one really taking you seriously.
Yeah.
And then you go and run the 100 meters and like you just do it faster than everyone, and everyone's like, and you're like, look how long I've been telling you I can run, look how long I've been telling you put me in the race, and you don't want to put me in the race. So just being able to be put in that race is something that's, to me, how I can explain being taken seriously. A lot of people don't take us seriously. Why? Like, put us wherever, put me wherever, and I'm gonna do what everyone else is doing. I'm gonna sell what everyone else is selling. Give me the chance and give me the resources to, and I'm gonna put the UK on the map like it's never been done before from a female artist, I believe.
So you think like female rappers talking the same crud that like the drillers are at the moment?
Not even crud, I'm just saying what guys get put on for, we don't.
Doesn't work for women.
So they don't take us seriously, whether we're talking sexy, whether we're talking hood, whether we're just talking love stories, romance, whatever. I don't think females are taken seriously in music, in rap, in black culture. I don't think it is. If you're a singer, cool, because you just sing and you're pretty and you know that's what girls do. But when it comes to being a lyricist, I don't think females are taken seriously. So the hardest thing for me is to be taken seriously. I think I've been taken seriously more when I'm doing the sexy sauce than what I was when I was spitting crook. Because everything I've been rapping as Pinky Go Get, I weren't never lying. Do you know what I mean? But it's kind of like, raw, man don't want to see that. People don't want to see that. So it's kind of like, okay, cool, you have to give them something to get their attention.
It's more about the sex appeal now.
This is basically what it is. But they don't take it seriously. If you're coming and you're spitting about your struggles, no one's taking it seriously. You're talking about being in the trap. You're talking about seeing people lose their life. You're talking about the road life. Because at the end of the day, around all the man them that are living it, there's going to be females in the community too that see it. But when we spit about it, oh no, that's dead. No one don't want to hear that from a girl. Rare. People don't take females seriously. Why should you have to change your story potentially for people to take you seriously? So I will be touching on certain things in the near future. But as I said, I'm just establishing myself. I'm just having fun with it. I understand music and I understand how it works. So for me, I'm like, okay, let's play the game. I'm going to go. I'm going to play ball. I'm going to go home. And then when I need to, you're gonna know Trillary, Pinky, Skank. You're going to know the whole story. But I think you have to get the attention before you give them that depth, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
There's been some artists, and even more recently, there's been people that have come out with the banger and they've got nothing to back it up with. So how you're putting in these tunes and the tunes are bubbling nicely, they're getting views on YouTube, they're doing things in the dance. When you eventually do get that one smash,
exactly,
and people are like, right, let me check out her other stuff.
Yeah.
You've got that catalogue for the festival and you've got all of that. So
it's just how it works. Yeah, man.
Definitely. So yeah, let's talk more about the music then. Pepper and Spice. You brought the Yard Man out in Inch, you know. I didn't expect that. When I saw the email, Trillary Banks featuring Inch, I thought, okay, we're gonna get more bars.
Yeah.
But it's full on patois, like it's a proper full dancehall record.
Yeah, it is.
How did the conversation, first of all, actually, how did the connection with Inch happen?
The connection with Inch came from Tim. After doing Come Over Me Yard and a few other things in the pipeline that maybe didn't come out, but obviously we were working, he reaches out to a lot of people for me, or with me, or asks me, do you know who you want to work with and stuff like that. And obviously he was like, I think Inch would be good. There's not that many people that do dancehall who are actually Jamaican. So there's the Kojos and the Baines, and there's people that kind of sound, even Abracadabra, there's certain people that have that kind of like, oh, okay, that sounds a bit, you know, yardy, but they're not actually Jamaican. So he was kind of thinking, okay, this is kind of more on the bashment side. So who can we holler at? And there's obviously 1 and 2 people, but there's not that many of people that do it. So he was thinking, okay, who's the person to kind of holler at? So we hollered at Inch, and like, yeah, he was on it. Me and him have done a couple of things. He done one thing for me. I've done one thing for him. And then, yeah, that was just Tim talking to him. Obviously, us talking to each other. And then, yeah, we're cool now. So that's kind of how the Section Boyz collaboration came on a more professional level. But at the same time, it wasn't all in studio. I'm not bougie, like, in, out, talk to my manager, we connected, and that's it. We're just cool now. I've got his number. He calls me, I call him. We keep in touch. We're on each other's socials. Same with, like, me and Saleeks are quite close. Crypt, he's cool. Like, all the Section Boyz, they're all calm in it. So sometimes we come to each other's sessions. I was on a show in Croydon that he came to, a Shawnee B thing, and he came and done a little PA with me.
It's my guy, man. Big up Shawnee B.
Yeah, man. That's how it came about.
Was that a Brookout? That what it was?
Yeah, that was like the Brookout thing. It was a little vibe still, yeah.
Yeah. How did you know Inch was Jamaican? Everyone in the world thinks he's Ghanaian, and it's Stormzy's fault.
Yeah, it's Stormzy's fault, because I asked him. I just asked him innit, because Tim was like, nah, you can't be. And I was like, I said, you know me, like, I'm so straightforward. I was like, you know me, I'll just ask him, see what he's saying. So I asked him, and he was like, nah, he's half Vincentian, right, and half Jamaican.
Nobody need to know.
Yeah,
that's the latest offering.
Yeah.
Is this inspired by Cranium's song? Because even the first line.
No, but okay, that's another thing. Had the beat was cool. Beat got sent to Kimani. Kimani done his hook, and obviously he says it in the hook. So I kind of bounced off that. Right. And obviously Come Over Me Yard. When I put Come Over Me Yard on Twitter, because a lot of people like write quote things from the song, or say certain phrases from Come Over Me Yard, but don't at me or might not know my at or whatever. Like I just search Come Over Me Yard and see what comes up. Yeah. As well as Trillary song, it's always Cranium song as well. So I was like, okay, cool, let me just kind of incorporate it. And obviously Come Over Me Yard, my kind of song and his kind of song. So yeah, I kind of kicked it off like that. But it wasn't inspired by it, but I like that song. I love that Cranium song.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I just kind of thought,
it's
yeah,
a
let
big
me
record.
start it off with a little, yeah.
How did you link up with Kamani?
Kamani came through Machine Man Tim as well.
Okay.
Yeah, he's from Milton Keynes.
Tim the plug.
Yeah, Tim's a plug. Tim is a plug. He is he's worked with some people that Tim's quite close with as well.
Okay. So I know Kamani was on Stormzy's album.
Yeah.
I don't know a lot about his other catalogue though.
No,
so
apparently he's got like his little SoundCloud thing going on, and he's quite good with that. He's got, you know, some good views and streams and stuff like that, and he's just one of those guys you've never really heard of, but he has so much potential because he's a really good singer, like effortlessly. Like the way how I can just rap, he can just sing, like, oh my god, like he's sick. So he's obviously been discovered in Milton Keynes from some people that Tim works with, been around him, and it was just someone who we needed a nice sweet vocalist for it, and it was just someone who Tim approached.
And it worked.
Yeah, it worked. I like it. I think it's a nice smooth song. Yeah, the girls have really gravitated to it. So I just think sometimes you need a song that you can just chill to, you can chill with your guy to, you can kind of roll in the car to. I mean, it's not full on broke out music, but it's just kind of got that little wave, that little swaying kind of feel to it. So yeah, it's important for me just to kind of learn. I'm always learning about music, but to me, I'm trying to make songs, I'm trying to make music now. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's important for me, and for me that was a kind of song where we've got the singer, we've got the rapper, we've got the bridge, we've got the hook, we've got the build up of the beat. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm happy with it, and we're just building. I mean, we're just building. Some things really click, some things don't click as much, but as long as I'm happy that everything I'm putting out is a good representation of Trillary and my brand, then that's all I can do, and then the rest is up to everyone else. But the feedback's all been good. When you look through the comments, you know, the hate that was there 5-6 videos ago, slowly withering away. Not that I'm bothered, but obviously.
So I was going to ask you about that, because I noticed in the earlier videos, especially where you're going harder with the rap, there's a lot of keyboard warriors out there, man. So you do pre the comments quite a lot then.
The comments. I think anyone who says they don't pre the comments is chatting shit. They do. Everyone does. I mean, if you've got a viral video, you've got like thousands, you might start getting lost. But why are you on the 1, 2, 3, 400 comments? Of course you do. You put your video on link up, the next day you see 60 comments, you start looking through the comments. Of course you do. Not that I'm bothered if someone says Amber B Tech Amber Rose or fake Nicki Minaj or Steph London's better. I don't care. Like, I laugh. Do you know what I mean? But I do have a look. Obviously, come over me yard, there's just bare like little horny kids and that. But it's cool that I just laugh, man. It's calm.
But sometimes they can get brutal on there though, because they are just standard keyboard warriors now, and it never ever bothers you, it never affects you.
No. Unless they picked up on something that I knew. Like, there might be a video and I'm just like, I really don't like how my lipstick was smudged, or I had a bit on my teeth, or like, that's a girly thing. You know what I mean? It's never like, nothing would never put me down to the point where I felt away or anything like that. It would just be like, oh my god, did they clock that little glitch where you see my little panty line or something like 23 seconds, like that kind of thing. I'd be like, shit. But
you know, it's gonna be bare kids now looking like 23 seconds where?
Yeah, but other than that, like, no, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me.
Thick skin. You got to be thick skinned to be in music, man.
Of course you do.
You
have to be.
You've got very sexual orientated lyrics. What does your mum think about the music?
She's cool. She loves it. She knows all the words. Can be quite embarrassing sometimes. She sends the broadcasts out to her friends. But me and her sit, when I get the final version, we sit and we watch it on the screen. And I'm like, what do you think?
Has she ever been shocked?
No. I don't think it's as bad as people make out. Shut the front door. Like, really? Really? You've seen Nicki Minaj with 2 X's on her tits in a video.
But Nicki's not your mum's daughter. That's my only point. It's
no, of course. But I'm saying it's cool for everyone. Remember, like, I don't have to talk about my age. I'm in between 20 and 30, but I'm not a kid. I'm a big woman. And like, it feels weird because I still feel young, but we ain't no pick-me out here. Do you know what I'm saying? What was Little Kim doing? Not that I'm trying to do what they're doing. Do you know what I mean? The wickedest thing is certain people that do certain things, it's only when you're young, certain people be like, did she just say that? Whoa, because you was young. If you was 25 saying certain things you were saying back in the day, It's not a big thing if you was 23, if you was 30. It's kind of like you're grown. What you're supposed to do, talk about linking people and lipsing up. No, you're doing certain stuff, so you might want to talk about that, and other people might relate, like, okay, yeah, I like to do that. I like when guys do that. Like, why, do you know what I mean? With big people, certain songs are not it's not aimed at children, and I don't feel that I have to make songs aimed at children. I'm a big person, so I can make whatever I make, and whoever gravitates to it, and at the same time I'm always empowering women. So even if young people are listening to it, not to say you should be doing what I'm doing, but I'm never telling them to go and do something that's belittling a female. I don't feel so. People never call my brothers. That's a whole nother thing. I don't think they've watched.
I didn't know you had brothers.
Yeah,
so
I've got brothers. I don't think they've watched Come Over Me Hard. Still, I don't think my older ones have watched Come Over Me Hard. But as I said, it's not sinister. You're not seeing no flaps. You're not seeing no nipple. Do you know what I mean? You see me in all-in-one with a bit of legs and a silk rope. Oh, allow it. It's not that. Like, I don't think it's not that, like, Come Over Me Hard. I don't think it's that.
You know what? It's
bad.
nothing. Nah,
Really?
it's nothing like. I wasn't listening thinking like, whoa, that's mad freaky. But with that said, I wouldn't want to hear my little sister speaking like that. But it's because it's my little sister. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, my little sister's not allowed a boyfriend. Full stop. You get what I'm going? I'm one of them guys. But you know where I'm coming from.
Oh, yeah,
so,
of course.
Like, that's why I was interested to find out what your mum thought about it.
Yeah, no, my mum's cool.
What's important to you as an artist?
The most important thing for me in music right now is just making a good, strong, well-respected brand. That's what's important for me. Money comes and money goes. It's not everything. Million views ain't nothing either. At the end of the day, like, cool when you get it. I'm gonna be glad when Come Over Me Hard gets a million views, but then that's a very small minority of the you know what I mean, of the world. It's not, but cool. It's an achievement I haven't got yet. But it's all about the brand. It's all about being respected. It's all about being well polished. It's all about being someone when I'm here, when I'm gone, when I'm not around, someone you speak good on, someone who you're happy to represent, someone who you can say, like, yeah, she's from England, like, yeah, someone who you're proud of, if that makes sense. That's important for me.
Dead or alive, who would you most like to do a record with?
Bob Marley. That song would never go out of date. Never. Not to how his songs play now. Nah. He's reggae. I could tone it down, obviously. But yeah.
Yeah, I think you might have to.
Yeah. But a Bob tune. Are you mad? Bob's got, Bob the Wailer's Bob. His timeless songs. And I've thought about, and I'm thinking in my head, as you've said that, same like Tupac and Biggie and stuff like that, obviously, but timeless music. Not everyone listens to Tupac and Biggie, but almost everyone listens to or knows of a Bob Marley song.
Yeah, definitely.
Like in the world, everyone knows of Bob Marley. One Love, Peace and Love, Bob Marley. Like, you just know that it's a brand. Do you know what I mean? It's a well-respected brand, regardless if he's here or not. You have to respect Bob Marley. He's a very well-respected brand. So something like that would just be like something that would live forever, because I would make sure it was just like one of the best songs I ever done.
Is there a body of work on the way from you, or are you kind of just working on getting established?
Hopefully, obviously we've got singles coming, hopefully 1 or 2 little freestyles. I've had people hollering at me like, "Oh, do you want to come and do a little thing?" And I'm like, So we've done the Nobody Need to Know. We're kind of at the drawing board now. Okay, cool. I was working with Cadenza, who I mentioned earlier. Big up Cadenza. We're working on some good little things still, so it will be sitting at the table in the next week or two with whatever we've been working on. Like, okay, cool, what do we put out next? Do we go this way and it be nothing like what I've been doing? Do we continue to do the kind of Jamaican thing that they kind of already expect? Do we start going a bit trappy? Do we start going more Afro? Like, that will be when we figure out what we're going to do moving forward. But yeah, I hope to have a body of work towards the end of the year, if not start of next year. But I would like to think like at least the EP or something at the end of the year, and then hopefully like a headline show as well.
Dope. A headline show.
Yeah.
So when we get to this question, most artists shy away and it's all secretive and no one wants to talk about it. What can you tell me about stuff we haven't heard yet? Any collaborations? Obviously we actually spoke off air about the Cadenza thing. So you've just been in the studio with man like Cadenza.
I've been in the studio with man like Cadenza.
I know you've been doing stuff with Afro B.
Yeah, I've done a tune with Afro B. I think Joanna's blew up so big that it might be a bit
that's
of a
on
wait
pause
till
for
that
a minute.
comes out. Yeah, of course. But as I said, that's just him, you know, live your best life, take what you can from certain things, and you put something out, it blows out the water, and you just have to take it all in. Do you know what I mean?
With that said, when the Afrobeat record drops, it's gonna have even more of an impact because of how Joanna went.
That's a wave. I done my verse. He really liked it, so that's en route. There's a collab coming soon, possibly in June, with a very well-known Jamaican artist as well. I don't want to talk too much on that.
How well known are we talking about?
Well known, millions of views. Well known, millions and millions of views on audio. Well known.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
it's not going to be who you expect to hear me with either. So
okay, so let me.
It's not the cartels and the alkalines and the popcorns. It's not them.
Right. So let me just think then.
It's someone else that's coming.
Well, you mentioned before we started recording. I don't know if I can say this name now because we weren't recording. Shano.
No.
Okay, so you mentioned Shano off air.
I want to work with Shano though. So we got Shano. Holla.
So you have something recorded with a Jamaican artist.
Yes.
If I can guess it in 3 names, will you tell me yes or no?
Yeah.
Shensia.
No.
Not Shensia. Damn. Oh, I feel like I wasted that one. You know, I just jumped in. So it's a dancehall artist.
No, it's not dancehall.
Sorry, a Jamaican artist. You said millions of views. So he's not a dancehall artist.
Not necessarily. You're not allowed to ponder forever. You're not allowed to ponder. You're pondering like
Shaggy.
No.
Sean Paul.
No. Good. I'm glad you didn't guess.
Fuck's sake.
I'll tell you off the thingy, but no.
You put me under pressure, man. I was under pressure. I had to just throw the names out.
No, it wasn't them.
Right, okay.
Someone else. There's a girl called Harper who I'm working with. Big up Harper. Great singer from Wales. Voice is amazing.
Okay.
We've got something coming as well, which is going to be something a little different from Trillary. Still bad gal yardy, but I'm contrasting with someone else.
What's the final goal? Like if I asked you then at the end of the Trillary Banks career, where would you like to be?
I'd like to be like, I want my name on one of them things on the floor.
One of them things on the floor? What, a flyer? No, I'm joking.
One of them star things, man.
Yeah, the Hollywood star. It is Hollywood.
Yeah, I want my name. Could I get a Grammy? What do you need? Do you have to be an actor? Was that stupid of me saying?
No. To be honest, I don't keep up with too many of the awards.
Yeah,
so
some of them. Some of them awards.
I think,
but
you can get
being a rapper. You get on for just being an all rounder. Like, put some respect on my name.
No, you can get a Grammy for music.
Yeah, I want to just have. By the end of the career, I want to have those kind of like
accolades,
historic achievements. Do you know what I mean? So to just be one of the names that goes down in UK history, one of the names that goes down in the female rap history, not just UK. When are we going to integrate? When is it not going to be female rappers from England and female rappers from Paris? When's it going to be female rap? Do you know what I mean? You know, to have platinum selling albums, double, treble, and all that kind of big
dreams.
Yeah, the biggest.
Aim high. I like that though.
You have to. Sky's the limit.
For the last question, tell me something that I don't know about Trillary Banks. It can be as off-key or as average as you like. Just something that nobody knows.
Got expelled from school in year 8.
You got expelled from school. What did you do to get expelled?
Constant disruptive behaviour. So I'll bring it. You can have a look through it.
Constant. God. So how would you be disruptive?
Walking out of class, swearing at the teachers if they me off. Probably like pouring Panda Pops down from the top. Like I was
Panda Pops, you know.
Pouring Panda Pops down at the top, and obviously people were getting wet, fighting, selling fags and stuff. 50p a single. Standard.
50p a cigarette, £1 for free. Yeah, tell me it was that.
You might even get £1 if the person was gagging for one. Yeah, I was just bad. I had a fight with a year 11 when I was in year 7.
Who won?
I think I broke her up, and I kicked a teacher by accident when she tried to intervene, and I got suspended for that as well.
For booting a teacher.
Yeah.
Hang on, who won the fight?
Me, obviously.
There we go.
I wasn't in a good place. Do you know what I mean? I was just taking it out on the world. I'm not gonna lie. I do feel bad when I think of certain things, and I read through the reports, and I'm just like, and I actually remember that. I'm like, I remember that. You have to go to the silent working room, and then I'd walk out of that, and it'd be like, I'm calling your parents. I'm like, call on, pick up, and yeah, constant disruptive behaviour. So they had about 1.5 years of me, and just before year 9, they were like, listen, piss off now, that's it.
Madness. Well, the confidence is gleaming.
I watch so much interviews, and I think you lot are so dead. And I think a part of being an artist is being a personality. And as I said, it's not put on.
Yeah.
But I think sometimes I look at people and I think you'd struggle out of music, out of even performing, you know, you would struggle out of anything you do in the studio to be a likable person or someone who's interesting. You might watch on an interview, listen to an interview, feel that we had a really good live show from you, personalities, BET awards, all them kind of things. You know, some people are just so dead, and I just think to myself, they're not all rounders. They don't have a star quality about them. So I think in America, where our best, most favourite artists, normally they have star quality around them, and there's certain things we like them for. So I think in England it's probably a lot more different in terms of the personalities of people. So I know for me, I've got an interesting personality, so I'm told, and I believe I can be in a lot of places doing a lot of things other than just putting out music. I believe there's a lot of avenues for Trillary. So yeah, I gotta make $1 million some way, somehow, and then earn more.
Let's make it happen, man.
Yeah, man.
Trillary Banks, thank you so much for passing through.
It's been my pleasure.
DJ Double here with Trillary Banks,
Yeah, man,
and we're out.
DJDUBL.